Thinking about buying the Canon EOS R8? You've probably heard it's the perfect lightweight, affordable entry into full frame. I'm here to tell you that might be a huge mistake. This is the honest review no one is giving you, where I expose the real problems that could ruin your photography. For the best price, click the link in the description. But here's what surprised me. After testing it for weeks, I discovered this camera is like a magician. It performs incredible tricks while desperately hoping you don't look at its other hand. Therefore, let's pull back the curtain. Act 1. The brilliant illusion. Let's start with the good because there is a lot of it, and this is why the hype is so real. The EOS R8 is shockingly light. Picking it up feels like holding a toy. But then you take a photo, and the 24.2 MP full-frame sensor, paired with the DIGIC-X processor, delivers stunning image quality. The colors are classic Canon, rich and beautiful straight out of camera. Its autofocus is arguably its superstar feature. The dual-pixel CMOS AFII is terrifyingly good. It locks onto eyes, animals, and even specific vehicles like a heat-seeking missile. For video creators, the specs are a siren song. Uncropped 4K 60 FPS oversampled from 6K. That's pro-level stuff in a tiny body, and the vari-angle touchscreen is crisp and fluid. On paper and in many hands, this camera is a winner, but that's the surface. The moment you try to use it like a serious tool, the problems begin to surface. Therefore, let's dive into the first major red flag. The single card slot saga. This is the deal-breaker for any professional or serious enthusiast. The Canon EOS R8 has only one memory card slot. 1. In 2023, on a full-frame camera, this is like selling a car with only 3 wheels and calling it a feature for weight savings. What happens when that one card fails? You lose everything. A wedding, a client shoot, your once-in-a-lifetime travel photos, gone. Poof. Canon says this is for the compact design, but it feels more like a calculated move to protect their more expensive R6 Mark II. It's a glaring omission that makes this camera a hard no for paid work. And the battery life? Well, let's just say it has the stamina of a teenager asked to do chores. It uses the tiny LP-E17 battery, the same as in their entry-level models. You will need at least 3, maybe 4, batteries for a full day of shooting. It's an extra cost and a constant anxiety. You'll be charging more than you'll be shooting. Okay, quick joke to lighten the mood. Why did the mirrorless camera get kicked out of the bar? Because it had no reflex. It just couldn't reflect on its actions. See, even cameras have issues. Act 2, the handling hustle. So the specs are great, but can you actually hold the thing? Therefore, let's talk ergonomics. The R8 is small. For some, that's a pro. For anyone with medium to large hands, it's a con. The grip is shallow. Your pinky finger will dangle off the bottom, searching for a home it will never find. After an hour, your hand will cramp. It lacks the robust, secure feel of its siblings. And where's the joystick? For fast AF point selection, you're pushed to use the touchscreen or the multi-controller on the rear dial, which is slower. This is a camera that prioritizes specs on a sheet over specs in the hand. Here's another problem hiding in plain sight: the electronic shutter rolling shutter. The R8 has a mechanical shutter, but its silent shooting mode uses an electronic shutter, and the sensor readout speed is not great. Pan quickly or photograph a fast-moving subject like a tennis player, and you'll get the infamous jello effect. Vertical lines bend like they're made of rubber. For stills, this limits your use of the silent mode. For video, thankfully, the oversampled 4K is much better, but it's a weird compromise. Want to hear a camera pun? I tried to make a joke about aperture, but it wasn't well developed. I'll stop. And the viewfinder? It's serviceable, but it's a 0.39-inch OLED with 2.36 million dots. Compared to competitors in this price range, it feels a bit cramped and low-res. It gets the job done, but it doesn't inspire confidence or immersion. You'll find yourself using the excellent rear screen more often. Act 3. The resolution. Who is this camera for really? So after all these problems, is the Canon EOS R8 a bad camera? Absolutely not. But it's a deeply compromised one. Therefore, the resolution isn't about fixing the camera, it's about fixing your expectations. This camera is not for the professional. The single card slot alone disqualifies it. It's not for the all-day event shooter due to the battery. And it's not for the photographer who values robust, comfortable handling above all else. Then who is it for? It's a brilliant, almost cunning camera for two very specific people. First, the hybrid creator. If you are a YouTuber, a travel vlogger, or someone who needs fantastic video features in a tiny package, and you mostly shoot to a single card for online content, the R8's video specs are a legitimate steal. The 4K 60p is stunning. Second, the stills-focused hobbyist moving up to full frame. If you're coming from an older DSLR or a crop sensor camera and you shoot for fun, family, travel, street photography, the image quality and autofocus will blow your mind. You can live with the battery and single slot because you're not betting your livelihood on it. You just get an incredible sensor in a tiny box. One more joke. What's a photographer's favorite drink? A lens flare. Because it's light and comes with a nice flare. I'm here all week, folks. And let's not forget the RF lens ecosystem. It's incredible, but also expensive. The R8's affordable body can quickly become a gateway drug into a very costly lens habit. That's a you problem, not a camera problem, but consider it a warning. Final verdict: a flawed diamond. The Canon EOS R8 is a paradox. It packages pro-level sensor and autofocus performance into a body with consumer-level compromises. It's the camera equivalent of a sports car with a brilliant engine and only one seat. It will take you on an amazing ride, but don't try to bring a friend or any luggage. Therefore, should you buy it? If your priority is the absolute best image quality and video features for the money, and you can work around its physical and reliability limitations, then yes. It delivers where it counts most, the final image. The problems are real, but for the right person, they are manageable trade-offs for that stunning full-frame look. If you need dual card slots, great battery life and pro-grade build, save up for the R6 Mark II or look at other brands. But if you've understood the compromises and they don't break your workflow, the Canon EOS R8 remains a uniquely powerful tool. It proves that sometimes you have to accept the flaws to get the magic. For the best current price on Amazon and to check the latest deals, click the link in the description below. Thanks for watching.